Alright, for tonight's lesson, we are on lesson 113, and we are writing mixed numbers as improper fractions. So we're going to take a mixed number, so a whole number with a fraction, and then change it into an improper fraction, which means my numerator, my top number, is going to be more than my denominator. And whenever we see these on tests and homework, we always want to reduce them, but what we're doing right now is flipping them back, just learning how to flip them back. Okay, so the picture I have up top first, it shows 1.5 shaded circles. How many half circles are shaded? So right now I have one whole and then 1 out of 2. And I want to know how many half pieces are shaded. And I have 1, 2, 3. So this is also equal to 3 over 2. Because my bottom number tells me how many pieces my shape is out of, and then my top number tells me how many pieces I have. So I have 1, 2, 3 over 2, which when you do this problem on a test or quiz like we've done before, you would say, alright, this is equal to 1 1/2. 1 full and 1 out of 2 pieces left. Okay, 3 halves are shaded. We may name the number of shaded circles as the mixed number 1 1/2, or the improper fraction 3 over 2. Okay, so we're going to do another one, and we're looking at the next example. So change 2 1/3 into an improper fraction. So one way to find an improper fraction equal to 2 1/3 is to draw a picture that illustrates it. So I just drew a couple circles that have 3 pieces, and so my number is 2 full ones, so I'm going to shade in 2 full ones and 1 out of my 3 pieces here. So I have 2 full and then 1/3. We've shaded 2 whole circles and 1/3 of a circle. Now we divide each whole circle into thirds and count the total number of thirds. So I'm going to go ahead and put my denominator as 3 because all of these circles are out of 3. And now I need to count how many pieces I have. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'm going to change 2 1/3, 2 whole, and 1/3 equal to 7 thirds. And we counted all 7. So on a test, you can illustrate it if you want. If your mind works better in pictures rather than numbers, you can go ahead and draw a picture to help you count your pieces. But there is also another way, and I'm going to teach you this trick. Okay, this is kind of how I do it. But first, let me show you this as well. Okay, so this fraction is really equal. You have 3 over 3. Here you have 3 over 3. You have all 3 out of 3 pieces, 1 over 3. You could also do it this way by adding 3 plus 3 plus 1 to get 7. When you're adding, don't change your denominator. You could also do it that way if that helps too. But I'm going to teach you a trick for the next one. And this one just kind of makes it a little bit easier. It's a process. So when I have a whole number and a fraction and I want to change it into a mixed number, an improper fraction, I always go ahead and I write down my denominator first. Never changes. We never change how many pieces it's out of. So I do that first so I don't forget. Then I do 3 times 4, which equals 12, plus 2, which equals 14. Now, I did 3 times 4 because this is my whole number. I have 4 wholes, okay? And they're all out of 3. So I know I have 12 full pieces, but then I have to add on my 2 little partial pieces. So I do 3 times 4 plus my numerator to get 14 over 3. Let's try the next one. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to put my denominator ready to go because this does not change. And I say 4 times 2, which is 8, plus 1 equals 9. And that's a quick and easy way to turn your mixed numbers into improper fractions. Some of you might want to do it this way. Some of you might want to draw it out to see the full circles and count your pieces. Another way is just take your denominator, multiply it by your whole number, add your fraction, your numerator, and you will get the same answer every time. Both are great ways to do it. It's totally up to you. And we will practice a bunch of these in class tomorrow. And so if you're doing it this way, we'll practice it over and over so you can always remember how to do it. Alright, and here is your lesson practice. You need to take these three numbers and you need to change them into improper fractions. So take them from mixed numbers to improper fractions.